AMD, sometimes you know the battle is lost before it's begun. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed back to the tech arena. Now I've already made a couple videos talking about the 30 series RTX cards that are coming out later this month. Well, it looks like AMD is trying to counter them by now dropping their new 6000 series cards, and we're going to talk about what those are likely going to look like and why I think this battle is over before it begun. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Right now, I am on the website PC Invasion. This is an article written by Mike Straw titled AMD RDNA 2 Architecture and Radeon RX 6000 Series Reveal Announced. Big Navi is on the way. And then we get this image right here showing the new design of the newest AMD 6000 series cards. Now, what you can tell, even though they didn't show us the full image, it's just a teaser image, is that they've gotten rid of the old blower style reference cards and they have gone to the two fans in the front. It should be much quieter and much cooler. They're basically now copying the 20 series reference series cards from Nvidia. So unfortunately, Team Red, one generation behind, because the 30 series has already changed its reference series cooling to an exhaust and intake style fan configuration. So tests aren't fully out on the cooling on those cards yet, but unfortunately they are a generation behind. Now, anybody that follows my Discord or follows this channel knows that I have always been Team Red, but that does not mean that I am blinded by how Intel for CPUs has always led in gaming and how Team Green Nvidia has always been the best for gaming GPUs. But right now in my current system, I run a 3900X CPU, and I always root for the underdogs. So come on, AMD, you better bring it with these 6000 series cards. The PC gaming community may be focused on Nvidia's next-gen lineup of the GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards, but AMD is here to remind everyone that their own next-gen lineup is coming soon. AMD announced that it will reveal the new RDNA 2 architecture along with the Radeon RX 6000 series of cards on October 28th. The announcement, which came via company's Twitter account, doesn't give many details about the new series. The only thing mentioned in the tease is that the RDNA 2 will be a breakthrough gaming architecture. Now, again, multiple things that unfortunately AMD has going against them. This launch of the reveal is October 28th, so that's just telling us what the cards will be, which means likely we'll be able to get our hands on these cards in November, where you can literally get a new 30 series RTX card from Nvidia, which has already released it and dropped it at the end of September. So by the time we even know what the 6000 series AMD cards are, you will already be able to get yourself a 3070, 3080, and 3090. So as far as getting the card to market, Team Green wins again. AMD RDNA 2 architecture and Radeon RX 6000 series graphics card will bring the best of Radeon to gamers worldwide. Let me play the teaser for you really quick. It is literally 18 seconds. All we get. What we know so far. Unlike the time leading up to the Nvidia reveal, details on AMD's new GPU lineup has been pretty scarce. That said, there are some rumors floating around regarding what consumers should expect to see from these graphics cards. The first thing known is that the new cards will feature a new cooling solution. Out will be the blower style cooling system with an axial fan system being used instead. This will keep the cards quieter while maintaining optimal internal temperatures. Now, this is their per watt improvement roadmap, and this was actually dropped March 5th, 2020, driving desktop and notebook gaming performance. Now, originally they had their GCN system, then they jumped to the RDNA system, and that's been the video that you've been kind of seeing in the background, breaking down what RDNA is. Radeon DNA. Now, the jump from RDNA 1 to RDNA 2 is supposed to be a 50% leap. So, you know, when it comes to performance, getting a 50% improvement over the previous generation with a quieter card, with a possibly cheaper card, like, those sound like pretty good jumps from one series to another. Now, the problem, again, they're running into is that a 50% leap from one generation to the next is not enough. So again, when you're comparing, what we know right now is that the 3080 will outperform a 2080 Ti by 100%. And a 3080 will outperform a 2080 Super by 168%. So you are getting a cheaper card by $500 that will outperform the current generation's flagship card by 100%. Okay? So as far as Team Green goes, they really brought it with the first testing of these RTX 30 series cards. So again, if these AMD 6000 series cards are cheaper, if they have the better reference model for cooling, if they are 50% better as far as performance of the 5000 series cards, if they bring ray tracing, if they bring anything else other than that, it still won't be enough to switch people from green to red, because on top of that, you have to wait months longer to get a hold of them. Because again, you can get the newer series cards from Nvidia at the end of this month. So there's so much going wrong right now, or going against the AMD Radeon 6000 series cards. But again, I'm Team Red. So I'm hoping that they are going to wow us for something crazy, where people will go and return their 30 series, or maybe there's going to be some people waiting to see what this launch is. I guess we will have to see. In the GPU world, people have always wanted AMD to compete with Nvidia, because one, competition really drives progression. Like you see that in the CPU world when they dropped Ryzen, all of a sudden Intel started getting blown out, and now Intel has dropped its prices and has focused more attention to their CPU lineup, just as AMD does. As far as performance goes, AMD claims that the Radeon R2 technology will see a 50% increase in performance over the original RDNA. The company also revealed earlier this year that the new GPUs will feature variable rate shading, VRS, along with a hardware acceleration ray tracing. It's also known that the GPUs will support DirectX 12 Ultimate due to the new Xbox Series X console from Microsoft utilizing RDNA 2 GPU. Right, AMD GPU in an Xbox? When it comes to release date and price, AMD has said that the new cards will start launching later this year, with a reveal at the end of October. One should assume that November is when consumers will be able to pick up one of the new graphics cards. Price-wise, if we were to compare it to the 5000 series cards at launch, users would be looking at a range between $300 and $500. The top card of the RTX 5000 series, the RTX 57 XT, retailed for $450 at launch. The new lineup expected to be more powerful, however, it's not out of the realm of possibility that the highest level of the Radeon RTX 6000 cards would cost close to $699, like the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080. Until October 28th, though, everything is purely speculation. Now, I don't know if Mike Straw saw this, but I did cover this tweet in a previous video when we were talking about video cards. Now, this is from Cortex, and they are a partner of AMD, and they dropped that they're already planning on dropping the price of their largest video card, which is funny that it shows the old blower style on here. This is obviously not what the card is going to look like, but they are dropping the price of their 16 gigabyte card that will be announced October 28th from $599 to $549. Now, this is not official, but I would guess that this is going to be fairly accurate. That being said, if you can get the best 6000 series card that has double the gigabytes of the 3070 for 550, and they can undercut the 3080 by 150 bucks, then all we do is we just need to compare what are the specifications. So how much better is the 3080 over whatever the highest series, maybe the 6700 XT is. So that's what we have to see. But the best Radeon card for 550, which means likely if you can catch it on sale, $499. I mean, I don't know. We just got to look and wait for the performance. All right, everybody, that is the video. October 28th, new RDNA 2 will be dropped, so we'll know exactly what that entails, as well as the entire lineup of the 6000 series GPUs. What does everybody think? Does AMD have a shot in hell at getting people to switch from Team Green to Team Red? Will these 6000 series cards even come close to the performance of the new RTX 30 series? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, we're now honing in on 320 members. Please do so. Great conversations every single day. The idea is to have a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for the Discord is in the description below. That's it. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.